I don't want to eat that egg. That's right. Oh, gosh, what time is it? Whoa, what month is it? I've been sleeping for 2 months? It's October. Oh my goodness. Well, hello everyone. Welcome to Creative ABC TV. I am Teacher Zach. Good to see you. It has been a while, it seems, and it is now the beautiful month of October. Very cool. I really like the month of October. Do you know why? Because there's a very special holiday in October. Do you know what that special holiday is?
Man, it's Christmas.
Who said Christmas? Get him out of here. Get him out of here. It's not Christmas. It's not Christmas in October, dude. No. Halloween, of course. Oh, I love Halloween. It's so spooky, so scary. I love Halloween. And you get a lot of candies, of course. So for Halloween, I was thinking maybe we could do something spooky, scary, something fun. Maybe a jack-o'-lantern? Ooh, that'd be fun. And let's do something a little more interesting. Let's make it a pull-out. Like we fold the paper and it kind of like it's like opens its mouth. And I will also tell you some fun facts about Halloween. So let's learn a little bit about Halloween and do some fun drawings at the same time. So go ahead and get some pencils, some erasers, some paper, some colored pencils, some markers, maybe some crowns, whatever you want to do to be creative, and let's make some spooky drawings.
All right, everybody, let's begin here. Now, to start, please make sure you have a very nice, very thick black marker. This will really help our drawings stand out. Oh, yes, indeed. And with our paper, we're going to have to fold this in order to make it a very interesting and fun fold-out jack-o'-lantern.
So where did Halloween even begin? It began in a very magical place called Ireland. Maybe you've heard of Ireland. Yes, it was a Celtic festival called Samhain. Samhain was when people would come together around big bonfires wearing very scary costumes in order to scare away all the ghosts. Get out of here, ghosts!
So, as you can see, I folded one side of my paper, but now we need to fold the other side so that it can open up just like a mouth. So I'm going to push all the way to the edge, make sure it's nice and flush, and then crease the folded area. Very nice.
When it comes to Halloween, we usually think of the pumpkin. Now, the pumpkin was first grown in North and Central America 7,500 years ago. That's pretty long time.
So let's begin drawing our jack-o'-lantern. Get your big black marker and start with the top of our pumpkin. Right here on the top half of our paper, I'm drawing a nice curved line and connecting that line to the lower half.
Did you know, though, that in Ireland and Scotland a long time ago, they did not make jack-o'-lanterns out of pumpkins? No, they did not have pumpkins. Like I said, pumpkins were in Central America and North America. That's not where Scotland and Ireland are. They would make jack-o'-lanterns out of turnips. How ridiculous. How silly. But they did it.
And there we are. We have our pumpkin shape, but it's missing something, and that is a stem on top. So I'm gonna do a little shape up here for the stem. And now, to make it a jack-o'-lantern, we have to draw the face.
Now, pumpkins being the star of Halloween, we love to carve scary, silly, happy, sad faces into these pumpkins, and we call them jack-o'-lanterns. First, we open up the pumpkin, scoop out all the insides, throw them away. We don't need those. I don't want that. And then we carve out a face. After that, we take a small candle or a light and put inside the pumpkin to light up the face and give it a nice, ooh, spooky appeal.
Next, we're going to do the spooky jack-o'-lantern mouth. Begin by drawing 2 lines on the upper part of your paper. Make sure to connect these lines to the lower part as well. And then I'm going to connect these lines with a sort of zigzag line all the way across. Make sure to do the same zigzag line on the lower paper as well.
The name Jack-o'-lantern actually comes from an old Irish legend about a man named Stingy Jack. Stingy Jack tricked the devil, and because he did this, the devil made him roam the earth, lighting his way with his jack-o'-lantern head. Oh, goodness.
Now, I'm doing some small details for my jack-o'-lantern to make it look as if it had been carved out. I do this by drawing small lines from the tops of my teeth over to the other teeth, making it look as if it's 3D. And wow, look at that! We got our jack-o'-lantern. But we still need to do the inside of the mouth. So, first, open up your mouth and begin from the top of your paper. Start to draw a line all the way down to the lower half of your paper.
People began carving jack-o'-lanterns a long time ago because they believed the light inside would scare away the bad ghosts and keep the good ghosts around. Oh yeah, I like my good ghosts. I don't like my bad ghosts. He can get out of here.
And bang! Look at that! Very nice! We have finished the inside of our jack-o'-lantern's mouth with a little touch here for the detail. Very nice. How cool! And spooky, I should say. But we need to put something inside this mouth. I have a great idea. So go ahead and grab a pencil, because we're going to write Happy Halloween inside our jack-o'-lantern.
Pumpkin carving for jack-o'-lanterns is so popular in America that over 50 million pumpkins get carved almost every year! That's a lot of pumpkins, dude.
I'm writing Happy Halloween inside my pumpkin with a pencil in order to find where I should place the letters with it. I've decided to go with all capital letters to emphasize my love for Halloween.
Did you know the world's largest pumpkin ever grown was 1,266 kg? Yes, that's bigger than a car, bro. You can make a house out of that pumpkin. You want to live in a pumpkin house? Probably smells like pumpkin. You know, you're gonna have guests over and they're gonna be like, what's that smell? It smells like pumpkin in here. And it won't last very long because pumpkins, they tend to rot, and then you got their own way, you're gonna get bugs. So don't live in a pumpkin house, dude.
Now that my Happy Halloween pencil drawing is complete, I'm going to take my skinny marker here and draw out my letters in permanent ink. And I'm going to make the letters look like some oozing slime. To do this, I'm just loosely following my pencil drawing of my letters, and I'm just letting my marker do whatever it wants to do. Just have fun with this part.
But what about trick-or-treating? That's the best part about Halloween, getting all the candy. Where did trick-or-treating come from? Well, it is an old European tradition where people would go door to door asking if they could have some food in exchange for prayers for the dead. This was called souling.
Take a look at how spooky I'm making these letters, like they're dripping some nasty, slimy ooze. Oh! But now, I'm going to speed up my drawing just a little bit, because if I don't, we're going to be here until Christmas. But you take all the time that you need to finish.
The trick-or-treating that we know today got popular in the USA in the 1920s and the 1930s, where everyone would dress up in scary costumes, go door to door, asking for sweets.
As you can see, the word Halloween is rather large, so I had to get creative with my letters in order to squeeze them together. And when you finish, make sure you erase all those pesky pencil marks so that your letters look nice and clean.
When we think about Halloween, we usually think of two colors. What are those colors? Green and red? Get out, no Christmas. This is not Christmas, it's orange and black. But why orange and black? Well, that's why I'm here to tell you. Orange is to represent autumn or fall. All the leaves changing into their beautiful browns and orange and yellows. And the black is to represent the mystery, the mystique, the darkness of fall, leading into the winter.
As you can see now, I have begun my coloring. I've chosen to color with some watercolor markers and colored pencils.
A long time ago, though, people were not always giving out candy. Sometimes they'd give out nuts, little toys, coins, and even fruit.
We are making good progress on our jack-o'-lanterns here. And I would like to let you know that you can choose any color you like for your jack-o'-lantern. You don't have to always follow Teacher Zach. This is your drawing, and it should be something special. So, if you want to make a blue pumpkin, maybe a pink one, or even a rainbow jack-o'-lantern, the choice is yours.
Whoa! Wow, look at that, everybody. What a super cool jack-o'-lantern drawing we did today. How cool. I hope you enjoyed this, and next time you can do something different. Always remember how to fold this paper, and you can make all kinds of crazy stuff. Well, everybody, I had a really good time drawing with you today, and I hope you learned something about Halloween. Like I said, that is my favorite holiday. I hope you love Halloween as much as I do, and I hope I can see you next time. But before we go, we always have to remember our ABCs, and that is always be creative. Yes, sir! I will see you next time. Bye-bye, everybody.